Hi, welcome to Wholeheartedly for the Lord Bible Journaling with Sherry. Today is going to be sort of a different video. I've done this a while ago, but some of you are new to my channel and some of you are interested in digital Bible journaling. Today's video is going to be a combination of how I digitally Bible journal and how it turns into a Bible page, and how if you don't want to digitally Bible journal, you can still formulate pages and save yourself some time and scraps from your digitals that you may download and use. I'll explain more in a minute. Thank you for watching, and remember, if I can Bible journal, so can you. Take care. Here is the end result of the digital page that I'll be doing, and then I'm going to do close to the same thing in my physical Bible. So, for those of you who are new to digitally Bible journaling, I am using my iPad Pro, a pencil, Magic Eraser, and GoodNotes 5. I do have tutorials on how I digitally Bible journal. That's why I'm kind of speeding this up a little bit, but I will walk through it. Right now, I'm just erasing the word grace from this praise and pray element. I just want the flowers to go around my digital Bible journaling page. And as you saw, I was in Magic Eraser and it automatically saves to my photos. I then import that picture into GoodNotes 5 by pressing on the little square up top where you see it looks like a landscape photo. That's what I do. And so my next step is to choose the kit that I want to use. I have all of my digitals in their own folders, and this is from 517 Digital Shop on Etsy, and she has a kit called Follow the Sun. Once you've made your kit transparent, now you can just separate the elements as you need them by circling them, and it'll crop it out. So you just all have to click on the double arrows where you see it on the page right here and click on crop, and you can circle and crop out all of the elements that you need, and the process of separating your elements repeats. Since this kit has to do with Follow the Sun, I needed a yellow element, and I had this element from the Faithful Heart Shop. It's a picture of Jesus, and it went perfectly with the page. I copy and pasted a scripture from my digital Bible, and then also my reflections I've also imported and put on the other side of the paper. Once you get used to the process of how you digitally Bible journal, it becomes fast and easy. Here is the part where if you don't want to digital Bible journal, but you have a lot of scraps left over because you are printing out sheets and you may use 3 or 4 elements on it, what I do is, if you have a computer, a desktop, and also show you on a MacBook Pro or iMac how to do it. It's the same process. Instead of using Magic Eraser, we would use Gimp, and Gimp is a PDF editing tool that you can make elements transparent. So the kit from 517 Digital that I already had transparent, all I did was break up the elements once again as if I was doing a page and just place them on the page, not necessarily where I want them to go, but just placing them on the page so that I can print it out. I imported my picture of, or my element of Christ, and that's from the Faithful Heart Shop. So I'm bringing in all the elements, or most of the elements that I used in my digital page, and I'm putting them on one page if it can fit. Sometimes it can and sometimes it can't. You can just use 2 pages, but it's better than printing a whole kit and you only want to use, let's say, 3 out of 7 of the elements on your kit. It just saves me paper, ink, time, and a lot of scraps. I didn't have room to put my flowers, so I'm putting it on a separate page. Print out 2 sheets. I know that I'm going to use everything on that sheet, and that's why I say, if you don't want to digitally Bible journal, this way you'll have all of the scraps, and you'll have all of the elements that you need for the one page that you want to work on. If you want me to do something else on this line, just showing you just how to do it separately, I can do that and show you as well. I'm doing this from my iPad, but I can do it from the other devices that I named. Now that I have all of the elements that I want to put in my physical Bible, it's time to do the Bible page. This is the part where I would create my page and do my, let's say, my YouTube video with you guys. So I am in my interleave Bible. This is a different kind of interleave Bible than I use in other videos. This one is specifically kind of geared toward my son, and in this, when I put entries in it, I write him a letter or a note just for posterity. I want him to be able to go back and read it, or his children to read it and know what their grandmother was saying to their father or grandfather, or however long this earth is here once I'm gone. But I am in Proverbs chapter 23 verses 22 through 25, and I am reading from the New Living Translation. It reads, "Listen to your father who gave you life, and don't despise your mother when she is old. Get the truth and never sell it. Also get wisdom, discipline, and good judgment. The father of godly children has cause for joy. What a pleasure to have children who are wise. So give your father and mother joy. May she who gave you birth be happy." We are teaching our son throughout the years that to honor his mother and father, that his days may be long, because it is the first commandment with promise. And we also are teaching him that when you disrespect the first authority of the home, which are your parents, you will disrespect other authorities. That's kind of how the natural grade of it goes. Not always the case, but you find a child who is very disrespectful to their parents, they are disrespectful to authority. As parents, we are not to teach our son about church. We are to teach him about Christ and to live out Christ and his word before him, to be that kind of godly example, not perfect examples, but godly examples, so that he can glean wisdom from his parents, and it will foster good life for him if he adheres to the things that we instruct him. And this scripture just teaches how much joy and pleasure it is when a child is obedient and a child who is respectful to their parents. Just what a blessing that is. And I've seen it in other people's lives. I'm seeing it in our life, how much of a blessing it is to have a child who is respectful and will respect other people. And our number one goal is for him not to follow us, but to follow the Son. It's to follow Christ. We want him to grow up to be a God-fearing, God-loving, Christ-following man. And those are the things that we are teaching him according to the scriptures. And this is something that I want him to remember, that there is great joy in being obedient and honoring his parents, and hopefully, prayerfully, he will raise his children the same way. I hope you like this step-by-step tutorial on how I turn some digital elements into an actual Bible page, and how you can save on time, paper, ink, and scraps. Thank you for watching, and take care. I hope you are inspired and encouraged to continue to raise your child in the fear of the Lord. I will be writing a note on the bottom of this page and along the sides of the other page to my son.